Thank you for that spattering of sympathetic applause with a promise of things to come. Actually, we didn't know how to start the show because the dodo who built this theatre built the curtains behind the cast, as you can see back there. So if we'd have started properly, we'd been sitting on the stage when you came, and then a curtain behind us would open and we'd still be there. Also, you know, I play the guitar. The guitar is up there because the dodo has built a giant electric cable through here, which, if you walk over it, the guitar explodes, right? So that's why I'm back there playing the guitar. Incidentally, that's George Harrison's guitar, rather charismatic guitar, because it's the one that they recorded the great Abbey Road disc album, you know, Yesterday, Fool on the Hill, Penny Lane, and all that stuff. And so I'm a bit stuck with how to start a show. I could start by telling you that I have a sort of secret set of jokes that I myself only like and nobody else likes. And I might, what the hell, I'll tell you one of them. You won't laugh at some of them. I'll start with the worst one, right? The one that I like most of all. It's like I had a unit, I took it over, and I noticed that in a little box on the wall there was a black switch which said on and off. So needless to say, good, you got the message. I switched it on and off like this, but nothing happened. But no lights moved, or the heating didn't move, or the doors, or nothing at all. But as a matter of daring do, every day I'd give it a quick, in case something happened. I went on doing this for 6 months, and suddenly I got a telegram from a woman in Germany saying, cut it out. You see, it's not everybody's jokes. What's another joke, like my sort of humour is like I left my unit one day, and when I came back, the whole place had been robbed, ransacked, and replaced with identical replicas. And you must be joking. Anyhow, I went back to my flatmate and I said, who did it? And he said, who are you? I'll give you another example. I had a dream that all the babies stopped by the pills showed up. Worrisome. You're not laughing much, Jim. Yeah, it's the old trouble. Prolapse. And anyhow. And you get a knock on the door, and guy opens the door, and there's 2 vicars standing there, but they've got stocking masks over their faces. He said, yes, who are you? He said, we are Jehovah burglars. Oh, yeah. He said, yeah, we are seeking refuge from the police who are persecuting us because of our beliefs. So he said, well, what are your beliefs? He says, we believe you've got a lot of money in this house. Well, that's sort of how far-out humour I do. Like, anyhow, it's usually, I don't know, how do you start the show now? It's got so messy, isn't it? I suppose I could say that there's usually one in every audience. And something else, something else, yes. Nothing else can ever hurt us again after what happened to us week before last. We played a town in Queensland, as if that isn't bad enough. We played a town called Yeppoon. What are you laughing at? Has anybody here ever been to Yeppoon? Why? Why does anybody ever want to go to Yeppoon? It must be the only above-ground cemetery in the world. They don't bury their dead there, they recycle them. Yeah, Stocks Hill. I originally appeared in Yeppoon before I was even known, in 1953. That time it was a little tin shack. It was a little shack. The RSL was a tin shack. And you had to queue up for the pokies. And I remember that the MC just wore shorts and a singlet, and he was the snappy dresser in town. And you may remember, this is a true story, you remember Lovelace Watkins? Yeah, well, he was one of the first colour singers going from America, and he came on and did his act, you know. I'm going to tell you I love you all my time, oh yeah. Well, I noticed he had one of these open neck shirts that went right down to here, and I noticed he had no navel. I mean, I just wondered how he got here, that's all. The bus service is very bad. And then there followed a drag act, gay. Now, to be gay in Queensland in 1953 was like being a Jew in Germany in 1933. And Queensland's full of guys like this, you know. So on comes, it's called Mrs. Shufflewit. You may remember the act. Just come on and says, "Oh, hello, boys. I'd love to be here in your tomb." And there was a stunned silence from all these butch guys. And he went and said, "Look here. It's terrible. Isn't the weather terrible?" And the voice said, "Get the pufter off." I said, "Don't be like that, please." But it got worse. He said, "Get the bloody pufter off." You know, he said. It became a riot. So the MC came and said, "Wow, wow, wow." He said, "Give the puff a chance." Give the puff a chance or we'll bring the boom back. That's when Australia was Australia, right? I'll start the show, right? Oh dear, this show won't start, folks. I can't understand it. It worked perfectly well when I bought it off Boy George. It was a smash hit. Don't give it another go, right? I'll give it some choke. What? What do you mean, encore, you swine? Encore! You swine! Anyhow, I'll start the show properly. I'll start with some ad-libbing. Good evening. Or if you're deaf, good evening! Or if you're dyslexic, Gniniv Doog. Or if you're lip readers, turned you on, eh? All right, now your last chance to say good evening to me. I told you this one in every audience, didn't I? Right, no, you're granted the pardon, right? Okay, what did you do? Now then, tonight we'll have for the last time, we'll have conducted good evenings. Tomorrow night, floodlit, nude, Bible reading, the art of bat prayers. The mind boggles. After me in two now. Good evening. 1, 2. Good evening. Fantastic. Now, I tell you what, we'll make the word easy for you. Make it more interesting. We'll split you up the middle, right? Right? You ever been split on the middle before, sir? They say it doubles your potential. I mean, which side do you dress? Eh? Near the window. Let's hope the cords on the sash aren't weak. All right, I'll tell you what, we'll have the evenings on this side and the goods on this side. Right, oh, that's a nice bit of goods there. It's a redhead. No hair, just a red head. Okay, now after me in two. Good evening. 1, 2. Good evening. Fantastic. Now, at the back there, in the leper colonies. Up there, we'll have the gyms. All right, 1, 2. Great. All three together now. Good evening. How about this now? Ooh, tish. Ah. Ready? Ooh, tish. Tissue. Well, as you can see, we haven't organised anything this evening. so nothing can go wrong. Let me introduce you to this mammoth cast. The first of the mammoth cast to come on the stage, all the way from New Zealand, recently devalued by 20%. Our poor, starving drummer, Bruce Morley. Lovely Bruce Morley. I understand that, man. He doesn't drink. Is that strange for a bloke not to drink? That's terrible. He doesn't drink. I mean, fancy waking up in the morning knowing that's as good as you're going to feel all day. And now here, a man of many parts, not many of them working, our tenor player from Queensland, Marty Mooney. Come on, Marty, now. Nice tall lad. Marty, for ladies' interested in statistics, inside leg 42. Mind you, I knew it when it was only 28. It's been a long, hard pull. Explain why he's the only man in the world to have won a three-legged race alone. Think about it. He has to. Now, waiting in the wings now, the world's living oldest grandmother molester. 104-year bass player, John Callahan. Come on, John. Last week it was children, now it's grandmothers. John does things with the Tiger Balm suppositories. There goes his love life now. Now, waiting in the wings, sobering up to play the piano, all the way from the United States of America, David Paquette. As you can see, it's David's turn for the suit tonight. And he's the world's only white Roman Catholic Rastafarian, he's asked me to tell you. And he's actually, he's reckoned in America to be one of the world's greatest jazz pianists. It's just that he's having a hard time proving it in Australia. In Yeppoon, it wasn't on. They didn't have a piano. But they couldn't tell the difference. He just sat there doing that. It looked great. And now, actually, no, David is a composer. He's written over 400 tunes. All crap. Like he's always just missed writing the winner. Like he wrote Jesus Christ Superintendent. One Spanish Eye. I've grown accustomed to her face flannel. What's the others now? Ah, that's why the lady is a trampolinist. Hello, young lovers, you're under arrest. And his masterpiece, The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Mucus. David Paquette. And in the room where he was born in Harlem, his father's an engraver. And he engraved a beautiful brass plaque and he's put it halfway up the wall there. It's beautiful. It says, our son was born here. How he was born halfway up a wall. Well, perhaps his mother bent down and fired him at it.
Move the body over.
Hey.
Move that body over. Move the body over here. I just want you near me so that you can hear me whisper in your ear. When you sit beside me, baby, that feeling is grand. When you whisper, honey, hold my hand. Move that body over. Yes, move the body over. Hey, move that body, move it over here.
That was David Paquette claiming to have moved his body over, but owing to a certain suction difficulty with the seat, that was not possible tonight. I love the way some of you are controlling yourselves. Now then, here's the test of mind over schmutter. What am I doing under this sheet? Oh, by the way, in Yeppoon, we had the hiding spike. We've had that. All right, then. I'll give you a clue, right? Do I detect a note of unease in the audience? It's a perfectly common thing. Everybody does this. I don't like the sound of this at all. Innocence being deployed here, and you corrupting it. Well, before it gets any worse, no more guesses? Right, it's me again, Bob Hawke. Go on, Bob. Oh, actually, smile for the audience, Bob. Come on, a nice smile. Don't worry, Liberals. Come out from your seats. It's only a dummy. Mind you, the way politics are these days, can you tell the difference between a politician and a dummy? No, it's difficult, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you, that's a politician, and that's a dummy. I thought it might make me look younger. Or funnier. Failed at both. No, actually, look, at Yeppoon, I said, makes you look young. I said, there's only one way to look young, is to hang around with the very old people or geriatrics. This guy at Yeppoon said, hey, how old is Spike? And that people thought it was part of the act. I said, what? He said, here, geriatric? I said, yeah. He said, I'll have a joke to tell you. I said, fine. Yes. What is it? He said, a geriatric is a German footballer that scores 4 goals. No, 3 goals. That's how it is. And now, it was at Yeppoon that the destruction of the show started, so we never got a laugh. So we had this frustration dummy built. So now when the jokes up here don't get laughs, we beat the shit out of him. So it's up to you. If Bob ends up shitless tonight, be it on your heads. No, that's a wrong choice of word. A Freudian slip. Nobody's perfect. By the way, mothers, there are a few swear words in this program. So basically, I'd say it really wasn't fit for the ears of children. So if you have any children's ears, will you hand them to the attendants, please, now? And we'll have them made up for you for sandwiches in the interval. Very nice. We'll call them the Van Gogh Special. The only sandwich in the world that can hear itself being eaten. Actually, this is a Japanese commercial idea, because these Japanese, they get very frustrated working on these conveyor belts all day long. Got very frustrated. Oh, telegram from woman in Germany. No, I just thought of that, I don't know. Not a telegram. Oh, phew. Wrong. No. I cannot go on making any more Honda motorbike parts. I'm going bloody mad. I know. I got idea. Doot, 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 doot. Cheap Japanese light bulb. Doot, 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 doot. Gone already. Yeah, we'll get in one day. I'm not so sure they're not in already. End of the scenario. What is this here? What is this here? Bong! It's a note. Binocs. It's from Princess Anne, the dentist's horror. It's true, no, it's true what the papers say. It says here, my darling smile. Oh, my darling smile. I've always loved you. I've never loved him. Oh, Binocs. She says he hasn't made love to me since he fell off his horse at badminton. You see that? If you're rich, you can afford to play badminton on horseback. This is my darling smile. Marx away in Germany. Deutsch Marx! This is my darling smile. Will you please... What? What does that mean? Will you please... Oh, PTO. She says, I'm sending you this prezi. Will you wear it for me always? A prezi! Wear it always. Oh, well, I'll wear it as many ways as I can, Anne. What is it? It's a herpes inhibitor. What's it say? Happy birthday, darling. Wait a minute. Someone give me an N. Give me an O. Give me a Z. And it spells nose. That's what I tell you all. Nose? N-O-Z, nose? Where are you from? Yeppoon, are you? Now, my impression of a young man of 18 after only one night with Joan Collins. Some swine said this made me look younger. What do you mean it does, you swine? Every night somebody says that. Oh, every night somebody says it. It does, oh, leading me. Oh. Adesso che morto. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. Things don't get any better, do they? My thing isn't getting any better. I had to go and see a doctor about certain things. And he said, take your clothes off. And he said, oh, dearie me. He said, you've been eating broccoli soup again, haven't you? I said, it's all gone. He said, yes, I can see where most of it's gone, he said. He said, how long has it been like that? I said, that's as long as it's ever been, doctor. He said, it's no good. He said, you'll have to dye it. I said, what color? I tried all these rejuvenators. I tried Grecian 2000. It's useless. Look at this. And I've drunk 109 bottles of it. But I'm going beautifully dark down below all of a sudden. And I tried these aphrodisiacs. I tried eating, I took ground rhino horn. Nothing happened, except I started to charge Land Rovers. I forget how much I charge them now. $1 an hour with the chauffeur, I think it was. See what my watch says. It says it's on the other wrist. Oh. See it, shockproof. Oh. There once was a vicar, a very fine vicar, walking down the street one day, when all of a sudden he heard a little voice. It is me, vicar. The voice did say, and the vicar looked around. But all he could see was the little green frog upon the ground. Oh, tell me, flat froggy. Was it you who spoke? Was it you who spoke when I heard that sound? Oh, yes, said the frog to the vicar, but I'm not really a frog, you see. I'm a choir boy, really, but a wicked fairy, and Dan put a spell on me. And the only way for the spell to be broken and me turn back to a choir boy, he said, is for someone to take me and lay me in a place where a holy man has laid his head. So the vicar took him home and he laid him on the pillow, and there he lay till the break of day. And in the morning, oh blessed miracle, the spell was broken, I'm glad to say. For there in bed with the vicar was a choir boy. I hope to you this all makes sense. For there, my lords and members of the jury, rest the case for the defense. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for your support, as it always is. And now, Mr. David Packett is going to play the piano.
The blues that you get from loneliness, the blues that you get from pain. I say blues when you're lonely, for you one and only, blues you cannot ever explain. I say blues that you get from sleepless nights, but the meanest blues there be, blues that I got on my mind, blues that are the meanest kind, blues my naughty sweetie gives to me. Blues give 'em when you seem going swimming and you got no bins yourself. They give 'em liquor when drinking, but you're quicker and you got no bottle on the shelf. Molly, you're sitting on the dock and you wonder if the boat's gonna rock. Sitting to the text, getting fretting every time you hit the bump jump clock. Lord, you crying when your Uncle Bill's dying and you almost get you as well. Blues give 'em kiss when you walk with your miss and another baby says, hi, Bill. Blues wanna make you stop, shake, shiver, got in the bowl in the Mississippi River. Blues might know the sweetie gives to me. How about that? The blues that are the meanest kind. Lord, the blues, my naughty, naughty sweetie. Yes, yes, the blues, my naughty, naughty sweetie. Hey, hey, blues, my naughty. Lord, my sweetie, oh, my sweetie. Yes, my sweetie gives to me. Hey.
David Paquette, great Scott piano. Yeah, Daddy. I'll now play the front page of the Australian. 1, 2, do 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 do. Wait! It's come to a full stop. It's in the obituary column. Isn't it amazing how people die in alphabetical order? What else is here? Dublin. Oh, Irish doctors have carried out the world's first hemorrhoid transplant. My God, it says the hemorrhoids have rejected the patient. From Spain! From Spain, trained water. Kilometer, Maris. Hurry up! Down. Meters, Maris, meters. Maris, meters. Here, one over the shoulders. One over the hip. Hurry, Maris. Now, I'd like to be serious for a moment, please. Right, now back to the jokes. Knock, knock. I'm a Jew. You're a Jew? You don't look Jewish? Show me. It's down there, is it? Lucky you. I wonder why he walked on the slope. Now then. Knock, knock. Amnesic. All right, again. No. We have the Irish knock knock. You go first. Who's there? Laurie who?
Laurie Bullshit.
Oh, Laurie not a bullshit. Knock knock. Laurie. He knows the answer. Knock knock. John. The Baptist. It's too late. You're all Catholics down there now. I'm on commission from the Pope. We'll have to stitch that bit back on again. Right. Look, serious. No, you may know this. Since you've been in here, there's been a severe outbreak of a very rare Aborigine flu called Kabuna. And it's a cough that attacks men's trousers. Oh, don't laugh, I've got it. Now, it's very contagious, men. If you want to immunize your trousers, say after me the magic Medicare word, fun. I don't believe this. They said they're all mad out there. They said in Sydney, they're all mad out there. They're cut off from the rest of us. Right down around, the water gets to their heads. My God, these jockey pants, they're all right for jockeys. But not for men who handle heavy machinery. No. Whoever said put all your eggs in one basket is an idiot, believe me. My God, a snooker in my own underpants. And no chalk on me cue. Well, my wife makes me wear them. It's just they make you look tidier. Well, I'm old-fashioned now. I like the wide-legged boxer shorts. So when the wind blows, Yes, you possibly guessed by now, but this wreck of a human, that I am married. You married, Jim? How many years? 27. you ought to be imprisoned. After 20, you ought to go to prison for it, didn't you? Actually, I met my wife by accident. I ran over her. And we had 4 kids. We were going to have 5, but somebody said every 5th child born in the world was Chinese. One-legged, learned to play the banjo and with a monkey up your jacket, using tiger balm suppositories. No, not. Actually, we didn't want any more kids. So the wife, she had the coil fitted. But it didn't work because it kept on picking up Radio Free Europe. Dirty little devil. Dirty. Now I'll do a few various nationalities. Thank God, never travel Singapore Airlines. That used to be my luggage. Used to be a Pakistani hat. Has anybody here ever been to Pakistan? Don't worry, it'll be gradually coming over here. Anti-racial joke time. No. There was a young man called Gandhi. He went to the bar for a shandy. With his great loincloth, he wiped off the froth and the barman said, "Blimey, that's handy." Anti-racial joke time. Now, the Israelis. Keep still, you Arab swines! Don't you know these bullets cost money? And now, do you know what a Jewish dilemma is? Pork chops at half price. Racial jokes time. And now we'll do Yasser Arafat, Yasser Arafin. Yes, sir, that's my baby. I will do the world's favorites, the Chinese. In Yeppoon, they didn't know the difference about anything. And now, it's great to be here. I love it here in Perth. I love it here in Perth. I love it in Fremantle. I love it in Melbourne, Adelaide. I love it in Sydney. I love it anywhere I can get it. Oh, okay. No, the teeth. Other things as well, you understand. And now, Huck's got a little wee Scottish tune. And you're trackling up the creek. With your knees here, yuckle, and you're trackling on the dink. Oh, you're wally, you're not funny, yuck the new. Will you try to whack your yuckle, and you're tracking huck the new. Singing fly, with your fanny up the yuckle, and you're grey up the grey. Ah, you're nay, feel that, well, you're no yuckly. There's no such bloody language, is there? They make it up as they go along, don't they? Well, these Scottish words. I mean, what's crummox and trussocks? What are they? When you're out in the crummox and your trussocks hanging low, watch out for the thistles when it's dragging through the snow. Tonight, I'm gonna hay some Scottish poetry. What? Scottish poetry? Do you like Scottish poetry? Oh, I love Scottish poets. Do you like Burns? Oh, aye. Well, hold this poker. Ah! Oh, Macau! Macau! Now we'll do the Americans. We'll do one of those Americans that come over here when they're washed up over there. Hey, it's really great to be over here in Perth. Yeah, great to meet you. Really great. What's your name then? Keith, oh, great to meet you, Keith. What a wonderful memory you have for names, Keith. Really great. I really love it. What's your name now? Really great to meet you, John. Really great. A wonderful town this is. I really mean that most sincerely. It's a wonderful city over here. One of my favorite cities in the world. I really mean that most sincerely and all that shit. I really love it over here. How did they get away with it? Yeah. I left my heart in San Francisco. I left my niece back in Peru. I left my little wooden leg somewhere in Winnipeg. I left my wig in Woolloomooloo. On you, I left my teeth on Table Mountain, high on a hill. They smile at me. When I go back again to San Francisco, there won't be much left of me to see. Oh, well, now we'll do the Irish, my country. When the Irish are drunk, they appear to have one foot stuck to the ground. You see them outside the pubs. This Irishman went into a builder's yard. He said, I want to buy a ladder. He says, how long do you want it? He said, oh, I want to keep it. Irish mosquito. Died of malaria. There's two Irish women talking over a fence, one to the other. Is your daughter a virgin? The other one said, no, not yet. There was an Irish diver at the bottom of the sea. The chap on the ship phones on and says, you down there, Mick? I said, yes, sir. He said, come up right away. He said, why? He said, the ship's sinking. Irish queer, went out with women. There's an Irishman in bed with his wife one night. He said, darling? She says, yes, what is it, dear? He said, will you set the alarm clock for 6? She says, why? There's only 2 of us. I went to a fish and chip shop in Dublin. I said to the man behind the counter, I said, fish and chips twice. He said, I heard you the first time. Now we'll do the Germans. This scene takes place in a high-ranking German officer's toilet. So. Good. During a very heavy air raid during the last war, sounds of heavy Gothic straining. Oh, dearie me. Himmel Fritz, was that me or the RAF? Enter Adolf Hitler with ein Speer. Mind you, I knew Hitler when he was taller. Now, Rommel! Rommel! Which namakaze are you in? Rommel? Tiger Bomb? Listen, Rommel. Which number are you in? I'm at number 13, my Führer. Oh, number 13. Lucky for some. Not me. I didn't get my trousers down in time. Oh, dearie me. Listen, Rommel, you must go in Africa. Well, let me finish growing here first. Listen, Rommel. Tiger Bomb, eh? Good. Listen, Rommel. There's good news and bad news. First, the bad news. There is no good news. Stop this. Why, you Australianists? Oh, always laughing at us Germans? Okay, so you won the war, but we came second. Ah, surprised you, didn't it? Ah, you poon third. And we can make some modern swinging music. Dig this, you crazy chicks. Mister, what you calling? What you doing tonight? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. Hep, hep, hep. And like the pepper, hep, hep, hep. See? That grabbed your eye. We can make some modern music. And now this for modern jokes. Knock, knock. We asked the questions here. Why? What are you laughing at me? Like the laughing at Spiderman, like the... Answer me! Answer me! Answer me! Oh, my Lord! Not to me! Why? Okay. Wow! So sorry, I'm missing one. Wow! New balls, please. Not him. Oh, dearie me. He's gonna feel that in the morning. I feel mine every morning. Remember this, all of you. Germans have a sense of humor. Ha, ha, ha. Now then, nostalgia time in old Perth. Oh, groans, nostalgia groans. Oh, nostalgia. Oh. Anybody remember World War II? It was in all the papers. Especially the... Oh, I got called up for it. A cunningly worded invitation from the Kinge. It said... They started calling me. It said, with the promise of a free death in battle. Isn't that lovely? And my father said, oh, don't open that call-up envelope, he said. The last time I opened one of those was 1914. Do you know what happened to me? He said. I ended up in the Irish Guards in Mesopotamia, being chased by Turks, waving pots of Vaseline, shouting, Lawrence, we love you in Ottoman. Duck behind the couch. There is no duck behind this couch. Why did I say that? It was a proud day for me and my family, as 8 military policemen dragged me screaming out the house and ripped off my nun's disguise. That's a nasty habit you got there, one of them said. Where are you taking me? I said. Ha 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 ha, he said, and tapped his nose. Fortunately, nothing fell out. Except the one-legged Chinese banjo player. And what did we do? Victoria Station. The porter said, carry your bag. I said, yes. He said, go on in, let's see ya. So the train didn't leave till 10 o'clock, so I had 8 minutes to kill, so I killed him. Strangle, strangle, I went, twist, choke, throttle, throttle, twist. Give it up, he said. It's not getting much of a laugh. I know, I said, but it's just my pride. It's keeping me going. Now then, they took me to this refreshment. Oh, wait, stop. Has anybody here been in a British railway station refreshment buffet after 11 at night? Anybody? Why are you alive? Hey, going in there at that time of night, it's like being born dead with cancer. Honestly, I've never seen... And refreshed. I've never seen anybody coming out looking refreshed. You seen the poor devils? And when you go inside this dim cave, you see an old deer with a mop rearranging the dirt. What about the woman behind the counter who handles the food? What do you want to eat, dear? And ugly, she had a face like a dog's bum with a hat on. She went to a beauty specialist to have her face lifted. He sent her to a garage. They couldn't lift her face. They had to lower her body first. This railway sergeant said, "Noted. It's your travel ticket. You get on here and you get off at Bexhill Station." So I did. I got off at Bexhill Station. It wasn't easy because the train did not stop there. I was greeted by a regular army sergeant with his very white blank coat stripes. Up here. You met him, haven't you? Like I said good morning to him and he was stuck for an answer. He said, "Never mind all those witty London sayings." Now then, he said, "Off to the regiment, quick, march, left, left." I said, "What about the other leg?" I didn't want to join a one-legged hopping regiment who had to be Chinese and play the banjo and carry monkeys on your arms, use tiger balm. No. And they took him for this major. I said, "Hello." He said, "Silence when you speak to me. Have you any tiger balm things? It could be promotion." I know. I said, "No." He said, "No." He said, "Look." Now then, he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "London." He said, "Which part?" I said, "All of me." He said, "You look intelligent." I said, "Well, I do impressions." Impression of strangling a porter? Strangle, strangle, twist, twist. He said, "I don't think that's very funny." I said, "I know, I found that out in Perth." "You sure you have any tiger balm?" No, so he said, "No." He said, "Look," he said, "Look, lad," he said, "Look," he said, "would you like a commission?" I said, "No, I think it's safer to take a weekly wage." Or some tiger balm. And then on the food. The food. I held my mess tin out for the first meal. Something yellow and green and slimy went... Help! I said to the cook, I said, "What's that?" He said, "It's bean stew." I said, "Never mind what it's been," I said. "What is it now?" And then they handed me over to a Cockney rifle instructor. I didn't understand a word he said. He said, "Did it? What did it? What did you do? If it is it? What are the way for this video on it then? All the minutes. Minimal idea of it be like that, did it? Is anyone not talking about that a bit? About a minute, what it be? See? And then it? You understand a bit? Gonna be. What about the old baby? I mean, how did we win? Eh? And then who was the other creep? Oh, the medical officer. "You come in." "Oh, yeah. Got a Milligan?" "Yes, sir." "Inoculation?" "Yes, sir." "Just roll your sleeve up." "Just a little prick." I said, "I can see you are." And then went to the war. I got wounded. And guess what you get compensation for being wounded? £50. Big deal. If you got killed, you got more, you got 1,000. My parents kept sending me back. Can't you go and get killed like other nice, decent boys? Anyhow, after the war, I thought £50, I won't waste this money. I'll spend it. So I booked on a night flight to Paris. They say flying is dangerous. No, it's not. Crashing's dangerous. Flying is perfectly safe. And this plane arrived very early in the morning at Orly Airport. Or was it early in the morning at Orly Airport? And I summoned up a French taxi driver who drew up in a cloud of garlic and immediately gesticulated. When he'd finished his gestics, because I speak the language fluently, I said, "Excusez-moi, voulez-vous transporter-moi sur les yacht?" He said, "I'm all right, shit, where do you want to go?" And he took me to a hotel called Le Demolition en Progress. This porter said, "Carry your bag, sir." He was still alive. Well, the hotel didn't leave till 10 o'clock, so I had about 8 minutes to kill. And then the manager took me up to my room. I think my room was called Danger, Falling Masonry, if I remember. 3 masons fell out the window while I was there. You can't beat the old ones. Well, they do around my way. They beat them and mug them. And I had to say, "Excuse me, monsieur," I speak the language. "Excuse me, monsieur, mon manager. I said, "I'd like to parler avec vous, avec the ceiling in mon chambre." He said, "What about the ceiling in votre chambre?" I said, "I'd like one." It's the only hotel I knew where you had to wipe your feet before you went out. And the seagulls used to bring the guests bits of bread. And he said, "Oh, by the way, monsieur," he said, "I hope you have a good memory for faces." I said, "Why?" He said, "There's no shaving mirror in the bathroom." So I killed him and I strangled a porter and I inserted a tiger bomb. And the next morning after breakfast of porridge and frogs and a steaming bidet of coffee, you know, those bidets take you by surprise, don't they? I mean, I'd never gargled from that end before. And then at night we went to a nightclub called Le Café Go Club Plastic avec Monsieur, it was called. Monsieur. And the doorman took my hat and coat and sold them. But I speak the language fluently. So I went to Montable and I sat in mon chaise. And I ordered my meal in French, and the waiter brought me an alarm clock covered in custard. I said, "Quelle erreur." I said, avec le menu des Anglais. So he gave me the English menu. I said, "This is better." I said, "What's the roast chicken like?" He said, "It doesn't like anything, it's dead." I said, "Look, we're getting nowhere here." I said, "I'll tell you what's the chef's speciality?" He said, "Feeding little girls bicycle saddles." I said, "Quelle coincidence." And then we had a nightclub entertainer, topless singer. It was fantastic, you know, in 1950, fantastic. Pity he was a bloke, though. But even then, with the use of tiger balm. And he sounded like his mother had had an affair with a goat. When he said, "She may be the face you can't forget." Oh, by the way, in the interval, I get letters, you know, and I had a little request from a lady who wants me to do my impression of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Why, I don't know, but so for her, right? "Oh, I'm so ugly. I'm so ugly." I hope she's satisfied. My impression of Bob Hawke's mother. "Hello, son." impression of Maurice Chevalier. Chevalier. Adolphe Toulouse Chevalier. Hunchback. All right. Groucho von Hitler. My impression of Humphrey Bogart. Mind you, this just my impression, you understand? My impression of Van Gogh wearing glasses. Adolf Van Gogh, the hunchback of Adolf Van Gogh wearing glasses, with his bum on fire. My impression of Nelson, half Nelson. The hunchback of Nelson, Adolf von Nelson, with his bum. Listen, when are you lot going to go home, for Christ's sake? Hey, we've had 4 endings already. You haven't noticed any of them. All right, then, that's what we'll do. Sit down. I will stare him out. You see, this is what comes not having a curtain, you see. We haven't got any curtains, so we don't know. We don't know how to end the curtain. We don't know how to end the show, that's the truth. Tell you what, then, we could finish up with some jazz. Hold it. See that? That is not Tiger Balm. So, you finally got in, did you? I told you to stay in the car and bark at strangers. Must be the woman from Rent-A-Twit. And, now, you see, I've got a herpes here. It's Roman Catholic herpes from the waist upwards. You understand? Well, this is strange. This one says here, I should keep out of reach of children. The trouble is, I've got a very bad trumpet lip, and it might not be very good if I blow the trumpet. I'll give it a go if you want me to, all right? You'll all say yes, won't you? Of course, yeah. Anything rather. I know you're all bloody homeless. I know that's where you're. All right, then. Saddest. They're all saddest. All right, then. 1. There must be something after that. No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. They whitewashed me over that affair. I got a whitewash because of that affair. I've been whitewashed for smuggling in Paddington Bear. Where did my tiger bomb supposed to be? I've got those tiger bomb blues. I got the tiger on the tenor, Marty Mooney. The late John Callahan on bass, playing what could be his coffin. Miss Marvelous on drums. David Paquette. all you've ever seen in your life. On that note, we finish the show.